It is party time, people. Ibiza FC. Founded less than 10 years ago. Yes, I'm almost double its age. The party capital of the world have made a team fit for Spain's top 2 divisions and have made it all the way to the second one and stayed in it. However, as of late, they've found themselves bottom of that table and far from safety, really, with some decent players. One we will get to see today is Nolito, ex-Man City. Manager Lucas Alcaraz is going to be trusted to take this team to glory. I'm going to put rebuild in the title, but it's not really, because we're going to build Ibiza into a top team. And that's why we're taking over. We've given them 2.2 million. I mean, the last board did. We're going to take their position and we are going to give it our all to turn Union Deportivo Ibiza into the world's best dynasty. Playing our games at the Misa Stadium, and of course, we're going to make a rule up. No free agents. And here is Alcaraz. Although he's already in charge, he will hold the kit aloft to signal a new reign. The money will be tight, and let's have a look at our squad. I mean, it's okay. It's definitely nothing special. Looking at the team, we also have Koke, an experienced veteran. One Serrano, he is a very decent youngster, 19-year-old, the 64 rated. As for season number 1, this team actually looks terrible putting it out. I mean, a lot of low rateds, but I'm going with the younger players. This rebuild, I want to start from the young ages and build them to the top. Every player has to come on the journey with us, as I think we have the best youngster you can ever get. Tony Rivero, look at that man. The stocky cam. That's gotta be the next De Bruyne. Promoting him straight away. Don't even think we'll sell him, you know. Maybe a cop-out, but with no free agents, we need all the help we can get. Welcome to the club by Captain Herrera. Got some business to do. We've got to be really savvy with the money. That might be different kind of deals for the players that we want to sign. As here they come. Here come the cavalry. One of these is a huge player. The first one is Aimar Arroz, who is the huge player on paper with his rating, but to me, he's not. John Donald is just a squad player. One that's brought in on loan from Elche. That is 2 loan deals. Oh, and the third one hasn't arrived yet, but it should just be a matter of days. Oh, Rose, a lot better than I actually thought as well. He's 20-year-old. Damn, he could be better than Julis. As here he comes all the way from the Premier League. Stefan Bajcetic, of course, he's very, very hyped now by Liverpool fans. That is because of where they are in the table, struggling in the midfield. He's coming to Eibar's midfield in the 2nd division in Spain. Bajcetic and Diop in the middle of the park. Just what a dream, with Serrano just behind them. We actually do lose one player, so Serrano's going to have to step in because Diop is leaving. He's off to have a nice little payday at Al Hilal, marking Cristiano Ronaldo. Good luck to him, as Paris FC want our keeper. No. As another one goes out, and Ekian, he's going to Hartberg. With William Zalcaron also leaving. He's gone for almost 1.4 mil. And Ivan Morante's had his release clause paid 2.2. More money for these players than I imagined. A lot of release clauses being paid in this league, but it allows us to bring another youngster in. This is Brian. It's just Brian. Nolito's replacement once he goes. But again, just I can't stop release clauses from being paid. This time it's Gonzalo Escobar, one of our better players, for almost 5 mil. That allows one of our future best players to come in, which is the 3 million signing of Julian Aguirre-Zabala. Hopefully he can be the new Kepa Arrizabalaga, played for the same youth team in Bilbao. And we're getting close to the end of the window, so we've not really improved the squad. It's got worse on ratings, but better on youth, and we are hoping it can work for us. Before we get into the second half of the season, I've just realised we've actually got a player called Ibiza at Ibiza. Insanity. Looks like Bajcetic has took off. He's out of the midfield. Apart from that, we'll see how we're doing. We're in 14th, so of course the cup hasn't started. We're still in the cup competition. quite a bit away from the relegation zone, which is very, very nice, but again, very far from the playoffs. Middle table season I will take, with some improvements. I think this season might be carried from one man, and one man in particular. And I am struggling to get business done, I can't lie, but we'll keep at it. I think it'll only be 1 or 2 signings. And I don't believe what I'm seeing. We've lost Javi Serrano to Manchester United. Now that might be our season derailed. But we have managed to get one, lads, don't you worry. It's only took us to deadline day. There and thereabout, with Del Model joining from B-Team Villarreal? Villarreal B-Team. That got me confused. And we have a young centre-back. Youth will prevail. Christian Mosquera. I think most of you guys will have seen this guy's face around Bronze Pack Method. Just around career mode in general. He's only going to be on the bench for now, but we're going to go to the end of the season. 2 additions, hoping just to steadily get mid-table. And come the end, we finished 10th. I will take that, you know. We were 12 points off playoffs is not bad. I mean, how far we're off relegation? I think it is 40 points, really, that would have kept us up 15. So we were closer to the playoffs than relegation. Copa de España was won by Real. Damn it, we didn't win. Of course, that's sarcasm. We went out in the first round to Fernandez. Good luck to the teams in the playoffs, as I don't really care what happens. This is our squad. Rivero progressing so well. Hopefully, his release clause is never ever met. For a team I haven't made many signings in, it's been pretty decent, but 3 of his best players are loanies, not Donald. Sorry, Donald. Martin, Oroz, and Ruiz have been really good for us, but the top scorer is Oroz. So, yeah, you can see how good he's been. We probably need to maybe try and sign him up. Herrera second, Nolito on 5. Rivero only with 3 goals, but the 8 assists that he got, done pretty well. Still not well enough for my liking. You'll get sold if you don't improve. In the 2nd division in Spain, which can we get out of next season? And in this season, we need to try and build up them points that we just missed out on last year. 8 million to spend, and to be fair, I think I'll just put it into a couple of players. A very thin squad, now the players have gone back off their loan deals, so we need a couple. Hang on, we've even got less than I thought with players leaving from their loans. Jeez. I'm usually shrewd with the academy, and these ratings aren't great, but I'm going to promote them all. And it's hard because the board expect us to fight for promotion. Yes, it's a low brand deal though. They want a Spaniard signing, the youth coming through, and profit. Oh, but we've started off by losing our goalkeeper. Daniel Furtazo, he's not a starter, but a release clause paid. And here come the players in. Get in quick so we can register you as a player. We need some registering. It's a loan deal for Alberto Moreno from Atletico Madrid. And we've got a new striker in town. He's not as good as Jules, but he's here. Manu Murillo looks very decent from Betis for just under 2 million. And bang! Alvaro Bastida, a midfielder. A young one again from Cadiz. What a signing he's going to be. And another loanee, Adu Eres. He probably won't play too much from Bilbao. Alongside a big player who was at Real Madrid last season. Ike Bravo on loan from Bayer Leverkusen. What a player. And I said I wouldn't sign many, but Alvaro Velido has joined from top division side Espanyol. And there is one more transfer that has just been cooked up here, which I think will end this first window. Juliano Sanchez, a 19-year-old from Sevilla. We brought in a lot of players. You can see the team is definitely improved. Fullbacks are a bit of a worry, but still, will be okay. And halfway through the season, we've fallen into the bottom half a little bit. 12th. 10 defeats is a lot more than other teams, but we're still 9 points off the playoffs. Plenty of time to go. As we can look to the academy again, we've got Gustavo Carnedas in here, who we're going to promote. The mullet man. And the ratings have gone up, but I'm not sure. We still need more signings. And to be fair, I don't think we've got enough money to actually make another signing here. Only the 3 mil. And we've lost Joseda for his release clause. I mean, we do have the mullet man to step in. And it's worth saying, we will lose Nolito at the end of this year. Such a shame. And hey, we have managed to pull one signing off, so there is a positive. Beñat Prados joins from Bilbao as well. That's the money spent. That is the team. And this will be where we finish at the end of the season. Finished in 12th, so 13 points off. When I said we'd finish in the same position, I didn't really mean literally in my head. Real Madrid have won the Copa de España. Where did we go out? I'm guessing it's early. Oh, no, we made it into the round of 32, where we lost to Sociedad 3-2. We've not been too great in the manager rating department, but the player ratings are okay. Juli's top scorer. Valido since he came in, 9 goals. Sanchez with 7. Morale from the midfield. Okay, so a mediocre season. Next year has to step up. And season number 3, with the board on our backs. They want automatic promotion, of course. With the 10 million that we have, with Rivero in this squad, we have got to deliver the duty. And here come the bids for him. Can we really keep him here now we're not promoted? Bournemouth, it's 60 million plus Lucas Toro. I think I'd only accept it if it were a big team. And we have one of the players in to start off with, a midfielder that I won't mind being a centre-back. Heavily down to the money that we've paid, 5 million for Jose Graguera, a gigantuous player. And he comes in alongside our new right-back right here. Is it Ledema? Leal. I'm so far off. Leal joins from Villarreal. As we've got an amazing player in the academy as well. If we would have seen this, I wouldn't have even signed Greguera. Luis Villablia. And that will complete our team, yes, for the start of this season. No improvements. We've just got to try and make sure we keep hold of Rivero. And I actually haven't seen the second half of the season, but Rivero is still here. However, his contract is running out. He's at 118 million top clause. Can we? He will take 16k. And we need him to stay here because we're third in the division, in the second Spanish division, that is, of course. And we are kind of clear inside the playoffs. 6 points, but however, 5 points off the automatics. Automatics are what I wanted. The team looks okay. I mean, we do have Ibiza leaving the club soon. Ibiza leaving Ibiza. Any improvements? Well, I don't know. 2 million. Our weakest position, if I show you right here, is right back. But we've got a young right back on the bench, ready to take Lille over come end of this year. I mean, the squad's improved, but some players have gone, like Fernandez is filling in at left back. Since when was that a thing? Yeah, it looks like a lot of release clauses have been paid still. We've got a team on paper, and are we in the playoffs? There's the thumbs down. But I do see a game after this. Please don't be wrong, Max. Yes, we're in the playoffs. We have Las Palmas, Leganes, and Eibar. There's some difficult teams in the second division. As in the cup, we'll check this before the league. Yes, Barcelona and Real Madrid in the final as expected. Round of 32. Yeah, we got there again, but Almeria. As we ended up finishing 4th, quite a bit far off Mallorca, and Girona walked that division still. If we've got to do it the hard way, we'll do it the hard way. So this first leg, we're going to go with the main team, as always, and a 2-0 comfortable win. That one was away as well. On to the home leg, as it's going to be a 3-2 win. Win both of them. Different goal scorers as well. Get in there. That'll be a final now, and is it a 2-legged final? Shows you how much I don't know about England. It says Russian playoff final, but the fact it's like got 2 legs popping up. Yeah, it's 2-legged to home and away, not a neutral ground. Let's give this a go as well. This first leg with Leganes is going to be a 3-3 draw. Del Moral saved us late on. That was at home, though, so we've got to travel away and win promotion. And them 3 goals for them actually does mean something. Away goals do count in this competition as we win 3-1. Julis with 2, Guilianu with the other, or Gialu, don't care. Vico's goal won't count. Ibiza have done it away against Leganes. And we are going to La Liga. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. All awaits. And we start our La Liga campaign with this team you see on screen. For once, I think as defense, like the centre of the field is okay. It's like the wingers on the right and the wingers on the left that could do with some strengthening along with the bench. We've still got Rivera as well, but how much of the 32 million. All the reps have come together to pile it into Ibiza. And this season, although we have got the money, I think it's going to be especially hard to sign players. Just survival. All we need. And we have finally managed to pull off a signing. We welcome in a new striker, a regen Felix Navarro from Levante. Signing for 9 million. He'll probably share game time with Julis. And that's alongside Javi Fernandez. He's the left back that we needed. Signed from Malmo for 6 million. We're rebuilding one at a time. And Rivero is our money if we need him to be. And it's safe to say we're definitely understacked in players at the moment. I've got another defender in, Christian Menea. He's a Romanian, but yeah. It shows you how I'm struggling that much. I'm going so far overseas. The board do demand avoiding relegation as much as they do clean sheets, and the youth think you can strive for everything apart from staying in this division. If I'm honest, I think we're going down. Even with Rivero, I'm not being too negative. I'm being realistic, I would say, in my mind. And I think we could keep all of the players here if he went down to come straight back up. And here's the big bid. It's from Aston Villa. There was more for Leipzig, but I turned that down because there's Douglas Luiz involved in this. Douglas Luiz, plus that money, we're going to accept. Is it going to go through in time, though? It's still on the latest rumour tab. Is it going to go through? Last hour. Will Rivero leave the club or will we be here with him? No message. He has not, because Douglas Luiz would not agree to his contract. Yep, I don't think we're good enough. I think he will leave in the next window. We've got half a season left of Rivero. He's even unhappy that he couldn't leave the team. Promoted some youth just to make the board happy. Velasco, Braga and Moreno. But what a struggle this first half of the season's going to be. So lads, how are we doing halfway through? 19th. We are not bottom. Still, we kind of far gone. Halfway through. We're 19th. We're not bottom still. We are 4 points off. Still, that is make-upable, if that makes any sense. Goal difference is the worst in the league. However, that's due to the defence, not the goal scoring, which is a shock to me. And the team's ratings are going up still. Rivero's got himself sent off. Guess that's ready for his new move. We've got two decent strikers as well, Julis and Navarro. Maybe we change to a 4-4-2, however, I don't like the thought of that. Not a really Spanish formation, if you ask me. We need to get rid of Rivero quick to sign players with. And hey, when I say that, we win our next game against Girona to jump us up to 17th. Against Elche next. Oh, it's exciting. And we win that as well. Julialu, whatever you want to call him. We might be out of the relegation zone. We do get Fabricio Cervera out on a little loan. He's going to Swansea, a goalkeeper. And this is a better bid. We've got 74 million. Oh, but Verratti and Chelsea. I'd rather not have Verratti. And it's broke down again. All I asked for were 120 million. If you don't pay that, you're not getting him. So we might have him for the remainder of the season. It's the end of the window. No new transfers. We're going into it. Can Ibiza survive? We've conceded 84 goals, but Ibiza survive relegation on goals scored. 9 goals have kept us in this division over Mallorca. Thank the Lord for the goals for rule. That is why we signed a striker. Get in there. What a result. We could have easily gone down. Mallorca, Espanyol and Levante. Commiserations, but we build from this. We've stayed up by the skin of our teeth, taking the second most L's in the league, 22 defeats. But we remain in La Liga. The winners are Barcelona and Real Madrid second. The usual suspects, but don't care. How did we do in the cup? Barcelona won it. We got to the quarterfinals and lost to Valladolid. Man, we could have been in a semi-final. We beat any of the big guns. I see a L to Barcelona there. Not really skimming through these. I think the biggest result we got was a win against Sociedad. Ratings-wise, Rivero is 88 now and he's transfer listed to try and get the most out of him for next season. Grealish is brilliant. Mosquera the same. Who scored us the goals to stay up? Our new signing striker, Navarro. He scored 19 goals. Julis is nowhere to be seen. He scored 0 all year. Poor from him, even though he didn't play much. We've got Morale getting 9. And Vadila, what a signing he was. He's not even that high rated. The both of them. Most assists went to our centre-back, Grealish, as well. He is the captain. He's going to take us forward. And what a survival story for the ages, as the board have given us 23 million going into the second season, of course, here in La Liga, which is going to make a second survival very difficult. We've got wages that we need to pay, and we have this squad on paper, which, to be fair, looking at, still not good enough despite the increases. I tell you what, the rule with release clauses makes it very difficult of a challenge here in Spain, as Rivero, 99 pace now. Will someone pay over 199 million for him? And we are desperate to sell Rivero this season. A bid coming in from Roma. Jose Mourinho now interested. I'm setting the price tag higher. I'm always greedy for money here. 200 million. And get this, Bastida's going out on loan for 12 months to Lille, which is a very good deal, but that's not what I'm talking about. The sale of Rivero has gone through. On one hand, I'm extremely devastated. I really wanted the youth player to go all the way with us, but this is a team game, not an individual, and I'll show you the price. 219 million. Jose Mourinho has convinced that board to sign him, and if he doesn't get it right over in Italy, he's going to be one of them scrutinised players for the ages. He's like a new rebuild in itself. 240 million for Alcaraz to get spent. So here come the cavalry. Agustin Pavlesino comes across from River Plate. We've also got another defender, Simo. He's come from Espanyol. And also Iger Velasquez. He's come from Pacos Ferreira, a very comfortable left back. And another shrewd bit of business in the signing of Doidu Lukibiako. 13 million, or 14 was it, from Bilbao. And with the signing of Tobias Beck, another midfielder, we make a big one after this. Here is a very experienced player in the Championship, but plays for a team that's in the Prem in real life and very high rated. Ludovic Blas, the Frenchman, has joined. He's just a little bit lower rated, of course, than Rivero, but for a quarter of the price, 40 million. Leaving us with 108, still a lot of money, alongside a lot of players. And another big striker, one you may recognise when you see his face. Gerard Delefeou moves over from Rayo Vallecano for 24 million. A lot for the 31-year-old still. I've got faith he can come good for us. Think that's as close to finishing our business, to be fair. I mean, defence could do with a little bit more strengthening, but I'm happy. But we're not done. We've signed Miguel Baeza, saved him from Nantes, bringing him back over to Spain. And that has to be one of the weirdest but greatest windows I've ever experienced. And halfway through, we're nowhere near the bottom couple. We're in 13th, which is good. Not quite Carling, but decent. I mean, very far off top 6. I don't really expect us to be there, but I expect us to build the squad. And we've had 2 players leave. Miguel Leal, our right back, and Eduardo Morales, the left back. Don't care about him. Along with Brian, care about him for his name, as it gives us the money to get a big man centre-back in. Axel Disasi, what a centre-back. Hopefully not a disaster for us. Sorry. And I believe this team we have right now is probably the spine of what our future team will be. I think we'll add some players here and there, sprinkle them in, but not going to sign as much as I just did there. The bank account is stretched. And thumbs down come end of the season because we finished in 14th. We just needed to be away from a relegation battle. That is mission done. It's just we've got to break into that top half because you can see we're bang on the halfway point. We had 6 points off the team above us, which has to change. Still 9 points between 12th and 11th. We've got to jump that gap as well. This year, Valencia have the turn on the Copa de España final. No Real Madrid or Barcelona in the semis or the quarters. That is massive. That's absolutely... I can't speak. That was massive as Albacete beat us in the round of 32. And top scorers this season, Ludovic Blas. Good job we joined him to the club. And to be fair, he scored more than Rivero did in his entire Ibiza career. Felix Navarro's growing very well as well. Second top scorer. And Blas got the most assists. He has been the main man this season. Will he be next year? So we're into the next season trying to break that deadlock of mid-table. And how much money have we got? 53 million. We'll still make sure that we spend that money bringing in a defender from Napoli. I checked he was a bench player. Javier Cardenas for 30 million coming back to Spain where he is from. We are trying to raise some money here, so youngster Luis Valablo will leave to PSV for 10 million alongside Simo, another defender, 18 million. Just want the money. And we've just signed another defender, Zé Carlos, to strengthen our back line, as I'm believing this is the team to go into the first half of the season with anyway. And are we in this top half race? Yes! We're more than in it. We're 8th position. We're close to European or continental football, it seems. 8 wins, 7 defeats. More wins than defeats. And get this, we actually beat Barcelona at the Camp Nou in this season. Now that is a new thing to see. Yes, we lost to Madrid 3-2, but this team is on the up. There's a lot of 80 rated around now. Navarro is a wonder kid. We must keep going, as the position we need is probably a backup striker now. Julis does not look good enough to score goals. And we have made the one sign this window, which is Lataza. He's a striker, joining for 19.5 million. From Hellas Verona to complete this team, he will sit on the bench. A thick squad of players, but a squad of players that should have us playing European football. And one more signing before we go into the second half, which we're doing well in. Jaume Coulard decided against not having no signings, went for one. It's just another winger who cost a little bit of money just to boost us over the edge. And come end of the season, where have we finished? Oh, one place away from, I think it's the Conference League. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not what we wanted. I mean, Real Madrid walk the league, relegated Granada, Cadiz and Tenerife. Another holiday destination, as it's Valencia's turn in the Copa de España. Have they already won it? I'm not sure. But no, Barcelona or Real Madrid in the semi-final, which is amazing. Where did we go out? I'm guessing it's round 1. No, round 2. Yep. Getafe on pens. As for statistics, before we jump quickly into next season, Navarro got 15 goals. Luca Bacco with quite a few as well, 13. Very impressive. Very decent season, but still not there. Here we are for the next season, and the squad looks like that, which is pretty decent. This year, the board want a midfielder or forward signing. They want a mid-table finish, so expectations are off. The youth is on, and the financial is kind of on. Our budget stands at 53 million, so to be fair, for mid-table, with the team we already have, that's quite good. As I did mention seasons ago, we're not going to be signing many players. We're going to be signing just quality ones. This one is the one quality one I think we need this year. And it is that midfielder. It's Brian Gill. Of course, he's had his experience at Tottenham. Now he's at Montpellier. Or he's not anymore. He's now at Ibiza. His bobble hair look coming to an Ibiza team near you, but the board not very happy. And the board have took the decision to get rid of Dodi Lubacchio. I think that's because they're angry that we've not done the money thing. And I fancy a really good season for ourselves. Yes, just the one signing this season, but it's a signing that could make all the difference to this already getting their squad. And halfway through, 6th position. You know what? Perfect for me again. This time we want to kick on because we slipped last time, but hey, we're in a title race still, but that title race is a big ask, but we're above Atletico, I've just noticed, and Villarreal at top. Ratings are going up ever so slightly. I think we need to get rid of some of these, though. Didn't even realise how many youngsters we got. And we're going to clear it. Manu Murillo leaves the club for Charleroi. And Jaume Coulard, who we just signed literally last season. Fernandez is gone. Not Diego, but Diogo. I think the clean-out's complete, with Vito Machetti leaving the club on loan. Or maybe one more. Eduardo Bernal will get 1.7 million in the bank for next season, because that is right. One signing. We're going to go straight to the end. But yet again, a second half of the season capitulation sees us finish 11th. There's got to be a reason for it, and I think there is. Because we got to the final of the Copa de España, but we lost to Atletico Madrid, and past Alaves and Osasuna. And to be fair, we had quite an easy run. Not good. 47 million in the bank, though, plus what we'll get next season's around 70. And with this squad even getting better, I think it's a goalkeeper we need, some defenders, a winger, and that's it. Player of the season has to be Navarro, top scorer. Betch is second and Kill is third. Did he get most assists? No. Grigara again. And this season we can even kick on further because that team that we have is sensational. I think we do need another defender, I can't lie. And with 83 million, we should be able to do that. And outgoings will happen this year. Pedro Oriana, getting rid of some of these youngsters that I didn't like. That didn't work. Ega Vergara goes out as well. As here is what the board wanted. Here is what we wanted. A right back in. Yes, the defensive position is covered. Enrique Vidal, 32 million. But let me show you this guy in depth. Vidal, 21. 82 rated at 24. He's quite a small defender, but he can play on the wing as well. I was hoping this menu would show it. It obviously don't. But we're going to play him mostly at right back. With Zicarlos, the right back that we don't need now, flogged for that money. Along with Kevin Apim, which is a sad one, because he has been here from the start. But we're not just going to make one signing this year. We may make two, because we spent 44 million, a hefty amount, on Sergio Gomez, another small fullback, who of course was in Guardiola's plans at Manchester City, who we've signed from Sassuolo. This is it. 3 pages of reserves. We've got a brilliant defence now. Goalkeeper, midfielder and winger is what we need now to basically complete this mega squad. 8 seasons in, eh? Could we get Champions League football 8 seasons in? Oh, but we do lose Sanchez as well. That was another one progressing. And I am wrong. We actually will get a last-minute signing. The Ancient. And I don't know why he's on a treadmill. Kepa Arrizabalaga, the namesake for our goalkeeper, is actually taking over him from Juve. He is 34-year-old, but it's cost us 7 million. And I think that will see us off to go into the rest of the season. One last offer, which I don't care about. Blanco can stay, and we can get playing. And here we are through this season. Where are we? 10th? Okay, I can't lie. What's happening? Can't lie, I thought it would be better, but with 3 points off Sociedad, goal difference is horrific. We move though still. We won't have too much money, and this team is amazing. If we just keep it the same, we should be okay. And to be fair, I don't plan on changing it. We've got a good backup striker. Navarro is a world beater. How old is he now? 25. We need him to stay. And we only have 9 million to spend, so we'll save that for his Champions League budget after we put it in this half a season and we win Champions League qualification. And come the end of it, again. Bottled again. Not as much as a bottle job because we weren't in there in the first place. We're getting closer, but with the quality of players, we should be in Europe at least. We've almost got a 90 rated player, for goodness sake, and a lot of other good ones. Betch has now reached 80 rated. Wasn't expecting it. We need another midfielder and probably another starting goalkeeper if we're going to kick on with this squad and even compete with Real Madrid, Barcelona. And we played the Supercopa this year, which we didn't win. Semi-final. 3-2 to Real. Surprised we're even in that. I don't know why we got in it. No idea, but Copa de España went to Bilbao. Well in for the homegrown club still. Want it to be us. We were out in the round of 16. And I'm getting bored of the same old stats. I can't wait for next season when we actually do win the league and the Champions League season after. Because it's usual. The usual. Navarro, 25 goals, 25-year-old. A goal for each year he's been born. Assist-wise, Blas. Yep. He's now 32-year-old him, though. We've got to watch his age because he might actually retire. And we might have to sell him on if he is going to just before it. And the CEO of Remembering Seasons is back. I think this is season number 9, where I say it too much, but Champions League football, kind of a must. They want us to focus on the youth, however, and of course no continental success, although critical. European competition has to be met. A profit margin of 100 million. That's hard. We do have quite a few players though, and I do think we're going to try and get a smaller squad this year round. I don't know if Kepa's going to be replaced, but they want another crucial defender again. And 72 million, that's pretty decent, but I do want to make some profit this year. Mark my words. Ooh, and look at Vito Marchetti out on loan, the 18-year-old. What a player he could be. And we begin by losing a player. This one is Christian Mosquera. He will be going to Wolverhampton Wanderers for 22 million in order to boost that budget and get this defender that I plan on getting. Along with Joaquin Riveros to QPR and Alvaro Bastida, who was one of the first teamers. now gone. And Alcaraz has Mosquera's replacement in another Frenchman at the back. What a signing he is, and I think he's experienced in Spain. Tanguy Nzanu joins from Frankfurt. That makes our defence up, so midfielder and goalkeeper. It has to be. And we lose Iger Velasquez to get us in that goalkeeper that we needed. Find me a more Danish name than Christian Frederiksen. He's joined from Cardiff City. 40 million, which is a lot, but he's a grower. He's got so much potential. And Augustin Pavilencio, he will leave the club. And a bid we couldn't turn down, but weakens the team. Tobias Bech has gone to Manchester City. And another one that's left. I don't bring myself to show the graphic, but we've lost Ludovic Blas for 108 million. As a player we used in our Southampton save joins to try and sturdy the ship, Carlos Alcaraz from Stuttgart here. And another addition who you might be able to tell by the ponytail. Michael Elise comes from Roma for 50 million. And the next one might be a bit of a panic buy, so I'm not sure on him. And here he is doing the keepy up. It's Carlos Soler. I thought it was a bit of a panic due to him being 33-year-old, but it's some quality. It's cost us about 29 mil. A big loss in Blas, but the team has got more class. It rhymes. It's perfect. Hopefully a perfect season. And as we always check halfway through, we're fifth. Fifth is decent. There's a gap between, of course, the runaway top four at the moment, but we're the best of the rest. And we are on for some kind of continental football. Always positive. 18 mil in the bank. I don't know if we sign anyone because this team is quite old with some players. But we've got a 90 rated striker now who we've got to keep here. Navarro. And there is so many offers for our players. Constantly in. Jafinho in the offer for Vidal. But we need to keep Vidal. And the likes right here at Ibiza as we push towards the end. Can we finish in the position as come end of the year? Oh. Another bottle, though. We finished sixth. This time it should be, I think it's the preliminary round that we put into, but still, not good enough. We should easily be in there. Just check the other competitions. Oh, we won the Copa de España, beating Valencia in the final. So we do have a trophy in Alcaraz's belt, beating Cadiz in the way. Alaves, brilliant work. I'll just take a trophy. This team is progressing ever so slightly now, but I think another upgrade in it would boost it a big time. So it might be back to just a few class signings and not losing Navarro because he's our main man. Alcaraz joining in with 17 goals, more than Blas. And Kill finally coming into his element. Who got the most assists? Navarro as well. So into this next season with £138 million. So we got 120 because we saved quite a little bit of money. That is an extraordinary amount. I'm guessing the board want Champions League qualification. They do, yes. They want us to win the cup. Want us to reach the final of the Europa League as well as sign two nationality players. So that's two Spaniards. Develop the youth and make profit. And luckily enough, I think we've signed the two players. John Moncayola comes from Arsenal. He's a bit aging, but he's another quality head for the bench. And the last one is huge. Pau Torres, a man mountain, a colossal at the back. Yes, he's a bit old as well, which got us 20 million pounds worth of a bargain. Or euros. That one's from RB Leipzig. Oh, and it was 26. My bad. And unfortunately, with the board's demands and Pau Torres, we just say goodbye to Zanzu straight away. Nanzu. I'll get it right one day. And our last signing is a big one. You may recognise him not for his in-game face, but his new blonde mullet. Oh, it's not a mullet, but Enzo Fernandez comes over for a party. He's played in Portugal, now coming across back to Spain from Spurs. 88 rated, a little bit old, but we've spent decent money to get a quality man in. There we go, straight into that squad. What a team. What a team. Bench is probably weaker than I want it to be, but I'm not dwelling on that. The team is ready for the season. And for once, I almost forgot about the Europa League, because we're in this now, and we've got Leeds United, who we're doing a save with, Zurich, and Helsinki. You haven't seen the Leeds save? I really do suggest it. That series is coming to an end soon, as we're going for it. 2 defeats, the draws separate us from Real Madrid and Barcelona. We're firmly in the running, as we're at Atletico Madrid are in 13th. That's mad. We've basically swapped positions. As are we still in the... yes, we are. We topped the group. Of course we did. 0 defeats. Leeds United are second. So they're going into the preliminary round. But it shook me off completely. No money left. Players still being bid on. But no, I'm not listening to them because I just want Navarro to stay. And I want the rest of the team to perform. End of the season as well. The board always unhappy as... Okay. That's not the screen I expected to see, but we've won the Europa League. Champions League football is Ibiza's. Will they do it first time like they usually do, or we usually do in these saves? Rebuild speciality. There we go. Stade de Reims just breezed past Ibiza. And, oh, there was a couple of difficult games in there. As for the Copa de España, Mallorca won that, who actually beat us in the semi-finals. Supercopa, we lost the final to Atletico de Madrid, meaning we beat Barcelona, which is a good thing. Did we beat them in the league? No, we didn't. They finished top, but we were 6 points off the title. Betis finished above us, which is disappointing, but 4th position, fingers crossed, is enough to qualify. Although we've already qualified. Just gives you that feeling that you did it legit. As Navarro, 33 goals. What a player, but what a player. Carlos Alcaraz is 26 and 14 assists, with Hill getting 17 goals. Fernandez with 9 and 12. A good season all round, leading to the champions. So what we're going to do here is we're going to win the Champions League in our first season in the competition. No doubt about it. 218 million, that should be... easy. What an amount of money. The board actually don't want us to do it, and if you don't get it, I'm being a little bit sarcastic here. They do want us to win the league and the cup double, expose the brand, signing 3 Europeans, youth development, defensive position, and keep the salary growth down. There's one player we did lose is Fredrickson, the goalkeeper. He left on a pre-contract, so we're left with Barella, who's been here quite a while now still. Unfortunately, not good enough in my eyes to do it. Not the biggest signing we'll make today, but Sven Botman is one of these Europeans we needed. 40 million from Roma. But if you think that's the only signing, you're mistaken, because look at this man in between our sticks for 41 million. Gianluigi Donnarumma joins from Paris. He's joined because they got a new younger one who was younger, lower rated, but still... we've got one of the world's best keepers in our ranks. And another player in, just a backup centre-back, Lorenzo Sandreva. Another academy prospect somewhere, because he's a regen. A signing just in time for the Super Cup, which we win on penalties against BVB. That's a good sign, beating our first Champions League team. To be fair, Chelsea could even beat Dortmund, and Chelsea are in the mud at the moment. As we're going to go with this team into the season. Yes, not great centre-mids on the bench, but a really good first team. And some good potential backups, which is what we could probably sign more of with the money we've got. But I'm going to save around, I think it's 50 million, maybe less, till January. Before I meet you halfway through the season, Champions League is to be looked at. We have Bergamo, Calcio, Porto and FCSB, so not the easiest. But then on the other hand, no huge team. As we'll check the league before I actually check how that group just went. But in the league, we're second. We're above Barcelona. 4 defeats, only 1 draw, and 2 points off Real at top. I do know they beat us in the earlier games, and we are through against Roma, so we've breezed the group. 0 defeats. Roma next. No way this is a first-time job. And 1 signing, which could be potentially our last if we do well in the Champions League. It's a defender to cover at the back. Fran Garcia. I love this guy in my save that I'm just running on the channel right now, the Leeds United one. So why not just come to be a backup? So all steam ahead towards this Roma game. I actually can't wait because it's a decent draw. But I've just realised we lost our cam in the meantime. Who was it? It was Alvarez. His release clause must have got paid. Torres is going down in rating as well. So Sandreva has to step up. Hill and Navarro carry us through. The first leg we're going to simulate this way. A 2-2 draw. All to play for, but we have the home advantage. And will it be a progression with Bennacer now in the team? It still will. Navarro and Brian, Gil, Jill, whatever it is. Going through us, Atalanta, Dortmund, Juve, Bayern, Milan, Spurs and Real. Some mishy-mashy teams. Who are we going to draw? Let's flick, and we've got Juventus, so Can't say that's being kind to us. So what is it gonna be? First leg. The suspense that's building up. So here we go, tired team travelling into Italy, but it's done in extra time. Brian Hill, that afro of his. Such a good win. Still good teams left. It's Dortmund who are through to the semis alongside us. I really fancies us against Dortmund as a Real Madrid. Let's just go at the Bennacer Stadium. An all, well, look at the fitness. We've got better fitness. An all Spanish derby kind of Champions League game, which we come out on top in the first leg in. Kareem the Dream might destroy Real's dream. And I'm not playing any games. I'm not playing Real Madrid in the league before we play them away. We'll probably stay over. Both playing him at the Bernabeu. We've won 2 in a row. Will it be Champions League final? Will it be 1-1, Vinny Jr. late on to scare us, but Alex B is the G. Maybe the cringiest sentence I've ever said, and look who we faced, the team we beat in the Super Cup, Dortmund. Apart from Real, who we've actually just beaten, with league experience probably, this run has been a bit of a doddle. And get us to that final, don't care about the league, it's gone out of my head, not even simming or highlighting. Playing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I saw the graphic, we'll check the competitions, Copa de España. Not even in the final. Knocked out by Madrid, but I'd rather be through in the Champions League. Unlucky Real. They've won us... well, they've won themselves the Super Copa against us as well on penalties. And in the league, they ultimately win it by 3 points. So we've lost out to them 3 times, but that one time that we've beaten them is over 2 legs in the Champions League. On our way for the biggest and best trophy of them all. Bench is quite weak, though. That is the only worrying point. The team itself is amazing. Look at that Botman, Fernandez, Donnarumma. We've just gone and bought some big boys this last season. And Navarro up front. Could we get another 9-0 win in a Champions League final like we did with Wrexham? I'm going to check the goal scorers because it may be the last time. Navarro 36, Hill 22, Bennacer 15. Enzo Fernandez has been just a revelation. 10 and then 18 assists is definitely the most. What a time to play the Champions League final against Dortmund at the Tottenham Stadium. Excited to see their team as Jude Bellingham is walking them out, and Kubel must have still a decent team. They've kept a lot there. Araujo in their squad, so they've got a bit of experienced players. Rodri, Hincapié. So let's get going. Enzo with an early tackle right there. That is a good one. His old team Benfica and his new one getting through in the Champions League, Chelsea. As we've got an ex-Tottenham player playing back at his home stadium towards Enzo. Do need a good performance out of this magician. Keep on going. Keep on going. Now pass through. Oh, unlucky. Brian Hill with a pass into the side into Navarro. Navarro needs a bit of an option somewhere. He'll be able to jog it through the middle. Can he keep going? He can. Get that pass through. Oh, it's hit a heel. As a pass into Blas. Our ex-player's still there. And Donnarumma. Good save. Dortmund start on top. Not great. And a small man doing the marking. That's fallen straight back to them. And it's in the back of the net. It's a goal to start off with. And don't tell me it's Blas. It's Blas. Our ex-player. He's celebrating after we basically made him ourselves. Such a shocking start. And it's been a while since we've been in this position. So let's get going, I guess. Unfortunately, as Elise. Can Elise try and jog to the side? He gives it into Enzo Fernandez. Enzo, that's a decent hit. Very unlucky. Pass through again into Jude Bellingham. No, it's off the post and Donnarumma's back. They're all over us. So close as Navarro. Oh, he's on the back of a defender. It's one pass through and it could be us back in this, and it is. Navarro, our number 11, our star, gets us level under pressure. What a goal from him. I just knew when he was through. No missing that for the man in blue. World class as Turnham. Is that the Mönchengladbach Turnham? It might be. What a tackle from Enzo. Navarro, you have been released. Why is this not as easy as Wrexham? Tackle on Alex Baena, but we've still got the ball out wide. That is half time actually, so no real clear-cut chances since our goal, which we did have to snatch. As Elise now with a pass to the side of him. That's good. Vidal's going to have to pass it short into Alex Baena. Now across to Brian Hill. This is a good chance. We do make a tackle still, and we do pop a ball into Enzo Fernandez. Enzo running to the side, in towards Vidal. Can we get some options in the middle, please? Vidal steps back, across field into Hill. No. No substitutes as well, because I don't trust any of them. Grealish, here he goes. Into the side, Brian Hill. He's got no support. Back out wide, Navarro. Look at the gap he's forced himself. Navarro! Side netting. He is the difference maker on the night. What a finish from our main man. And you know what that means? We're in front. We're winning another Champions League. And how I just would love to be in the dressing room after. The Dortmund dressing room, that is. With Ludovic Blas just taking pundits asking him about getting beat by his former club. And a smart ball out to Brian Hill. If anyone deserves a goal apart from Navarro, it's this man. Look at the pace he has to burn on an angle against Dortmund. A poor shot, but a corner to whip in from him. Near post, Elise. With the backwards header onto Baena. Now in the middle for another. Come on, 4 minutes. Captain doing the running. No way. If he scores, we're on the field. If he scores, all the Ibiza fans will be partying away in England, bringing the culture with them. From the can misses all the way to Tottenham. Now Alex B round into Hill. Can we get a hat-trick for Navarro? That's Enzo making the run, who hasn't headed it. Still run out of time. Enzo Fernandez. It'll fall again to us. There's a man down in Enzo. Oh, dearie me. No sub still made. Forced into a late change. And I've just stuck Ferran Torres on. Defense comes first. Dortmund with the kick upfield. That should go to Donnarumma. He flicks it up. He hammers it back. And that is it. Ibiza from the depths and the bottom of the second division in Spain. Revived and just come away from the pain to Champions League glory. I don't care that we bottled the league twice. Or once, or 3 times, or every time. I don't care. I don't know what I'm saying. It's really warm. Of course it will be, being sunny Spain, away from England, rebuilding the lowest team in Spain, and reviving them to get the sky blue trophy. Here is Grealish, who will be the one to lift the trophy. Navarro at the side of him. Here is the captain. He lifts it into the English air in the sky at Tottenham, and we've done it. It just took a bit more grit and determination than we thought, but we have got the job done. And now it's time for some players of the series. Make me blurry editor Max, because Grealish has to be the first name. The captain, the leader, the legend. He's been fantastic this series. Apologies to people in the bottom division, because it's all top division players really, with Brian Hill. He's carried us for so long. What an immense player. Signed him from Montpellier for cheap. And then Navarro. Just Navarro. I'm probably going to put a picture of, I don't know, Torres, Pele, whoever, because he won't be on FIFA. But he is here as a regen, and he has won the Champions League. If you do want to see me rebuild another club, another manager, in a different league, or a different country, whatever, just give me a challenge and I'll try and complete it. But this is done right here. Champions League winners with Ibiza.